Hello. How is everybody? I'm home again. Imagine that. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Kathy. Thanks for jumping in the chat and saying hi right at the beginning. Oh my goodness. It has been a week and a half. Honestly, it's been a long 2 weeks. So here we are again. Hi, Laura. Good to see you. Sorry, I'm trying to unwrap for you guys. I have no video to watch, but I can see the chat, so I guess that's good. Can't see me. How strange is that? What the heck is... Oh, how about now? How about now? Are you seeing me now, or is it really, really grainy? Haley Farmer, welcome to see you. Romola in the chat. There's Stephanie. There's Marcy. Hi, Marcy. Long time no see. Bonnie. Bonnie, you weren't the first one to make a thing. Oh my goodness. What are we going to do? Is it too jerky? I tried to not clear that. Okay, what I did was I pulled it off of Wi-Fi. Let me put it back on Wi-Fi. Because, give it a second. Back. Shot me, I'm sure. How about now? Is that better? Is that clearer? There's Jeff. How about now? Is that any better? I'm wondering if mine is just not clear on my quality is on auto. So I'm going to bump up my quality on my computer and see if that helps any too, just to see how bad it is. Hit us back to live. Okay, better. Okay, so we'll leave it on Wi-Fi. So the understanding is sometimes it likes to pop me off of Wi-Fi, and then we do the other combination of going back the other direction that way. So, all right, there's Mom. Saw her today too. We had our Fenton meeting for Colorado Springs people today. So that was nice. I was a little late from LEFSA, but you know, one more LEFSA for this month and we'll be done for a little while. So how is everybody? Hi, I'm Becky, Vintagevikingtreasures. I ship and sell out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. However, lately I have hardly been home. Mom and I had a successful trip back and forth. We were able to go to a memorial of her aunt up in Minneapolis area, and got back just in time for me to unload suitcases, throw a few more things in, and turn around and go up to Denver for setup of a show. I got home Wednesday night and I set up Thursday for a Friday and Saturday show, and kind of been chilling, but not really these last couple days because, you know, we have to get ready to leave for Pennsylvania by Saturday for the next show. So yay, here we are. Hi, Geneva. Good to see you. Geneva and or Melinda in the chat. Did our situation get resolved? Did those labels work for you guys? I apologize again. I'm so sorry that happened. I did a little switcheroo on accident on 2 items. So, you know. Yes, wonderful. Great, ladies. Thank you so much for being willing to put those labels on for me. Thank you again. Glad that was an easy solution. So here we are. I don't even know what to say at this point. Where are we? Tuesdays. Like I said, I'm home. I have to. We're gearing up for the last big thing at our lodge that we make lefse for. Okay, good. We just got there. Oh my gosh, that's crazy! It took so long to get there in the first place. That shouldn't have happened either. It took a week and a half to get there. That's crazy. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. That happened like I don't know, 2 weeks ago. But you haven't seen me, so I'm already like, oh, do I get my haircut again before I go again? But I don't. So I feel like every time I'm home, I should be able to get a haircut because that seems to be the pattern. But not this time. And we haven't had any snow yet here. I know you guys are having some cold weather over there to the east. Stay warm, bundle up. We got back out of Minnesota area before all that cold came in over the weekend. So I know you guys are getting that Arctic blast. So that's no fun. But yeah, I am a crazy reseller. Currently, we just finished the second Scandinavian show that's here in the state of Colorado. I will not be doing the Swea show that I have done in the past. They had a smaller venue that they're moving to, and they don't have room for everybody that was there before. So I am not included in that this time around. Even had snow there. Oh my goodness, Bonnie. I know Steven's a little chilly. I asked him today or last night. I'm like, you staying warm? He's like, no, we haven't finished. Steven is having some struggles with getting the heating thing fixed before it got too cold over in Alabama, but they're working on it. So I know that even my friend in Florida in Pensacola, that it was super chilly down all the way that far. Right, exactly. I'm just saying it's crazy because the ridges have kind of kept it like just out of this. It's just staying east of Colorado. So it's kind of nice for me for that. So I bet you he was, Bonnie. I bet you he was. So, and we're just hoping that we don't have too many snowstorms for looking ahead for the forecast for leaving to drive to Pennsylvania next weekend. So my forecast doesn't go out that far yet. So I'm hoping we're going to be leaving here before that it says it's going to be rain and stuff. So I'm hoping to get ahead of it and just ride between the waves right all the way over to we're going to the Pennsylvania, in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, the Eastern National Antique Show. It's the first time that we've done it. We're really excited. Ed Sawicki and his partner put on that show there. It's in the same city where Crazy Lamp Lady has one of her antique booths and is going to be doing her flea market at the Carlisle Fairgrounds, I believe, in the spring. So we know Ed from doing other shows in Texas with him and doing stuff with him in Round Top. So he was excited that we were willing to come all the way over from Colorado to do the show in November. So that is what's next on my plate. Jeff and I are planning on, snooping our way over there. He's going to be my helper, my lifter, my hauler for the show. And then we're probably going to take a quick pass down through Round Top on the way home, just because it'll save us some time if we did it in separate trips. And there we are. Does it back? See, there it is. That's what I was waiting for. The Wi-Fi had a glitch on me. So, all right. So, all that being said, I have a few things I thrifted, I went to the thrift store super fast in between Minnesota and Denver. And Mom and I were able to go to a fun antique flea market right next to our hotel in Minneapolis. It was kind of a fun bonus that on our day of kind of chilling out and, between our driving, we got to go next door and do a little flea market shopping. And that was really fun. So I have a few things set around me, and I'm going to present them to you guys. You guys will get first dibs before they're going on to to my booth or the show. And then the other thing that has to happen this week is to finish putting out Christmas in my booth. And I'm pretty sure the majority of that you've already seen before it went that way. Right. Minneapolis, Rochester, all the same deal. Right. We were in Rochester, Minnesota. Got it. So that's the thing and the stuff and the plan. And I don't know. I didn't get my act together early enough to ask Kristen if she was going to be able. I didn't see if she responded to me, if she would be here tonight. Nope. She said, yeah, yep, she's still been sick. Oh my gosh. So nope, she's not going to be here tonight. So I don't know if Kim will be in the chat later on, if we can get her to help us out. If not, I will just go slow and steady. And, anybody can holler at me if you have questions. Put it in capital letters and we will get it all squared away and fixed. That's why I have over here, I have my laptop set up so that I can read the chat better than this little itty bitty tiny one for where we're streaming from. So, you excited to see Pennsylvania? Yeah. Jeff's excited to be able to go somewhere. It's been a little. I mean, we did go to that wedding, but that was pretty much a there and back as well too. So, but all right, are y'all ready to just dive in? I have a few things unpacked, and then we're just gonna unpack as we go. So, a couple fun finds. I found a few pieces of film. I showed this to the lady. It's gonna keep. That's why I try and stay off the Wi-Fi, because it just blips me off. So annoying. So I will, when I see that it blips me off, I will stop talking and watch for it to come back. So hopefully we won't miss any words in the middle. So this is a Fenton Cobalt fairy lamp. Here is the Fenton logo at the bottom right there, that little oval. These are running around $195. It has this fantastic painting with the gold, like a carnival and fireworks. So I know it's a high-end very light piece, but I would start it here for $150. Has a gorgeous round rim on the top. It has a signature right here. We were trying to figure out who it was earlier. I think it's Kaplinger. M. Kaplinger is the artist. And it has signatures from the Fentons that were stamped on. So it was for a gallery collection. So it's a really pretty piece. I saw it once way back when Mom and I did some trips. First off, there was one that lived in Kansas in Missouri for a really long time. And they had like $200-300 on it. And I'm like, oh, I love it. I think it's really cool. And then I just stumbled across this one on our way home this time. And then this little guy, same deal. Cobalt Fenton. It's a blue jay, or the cardinal is what they've had it before. And it is hand painted by Jay Cutshaw. This looked like these were running around $75 to $85 that I would probably put it at a show. So here I could probably start it for $50. Again, has that beautiful gold accents along with the painting to accent it looking like a real bird. So I'm trying to remember where here's the Fenton logo right here under the wing in the back, right there. And there is the signature. So we have these around here that like the juniper jays. They have the big, like the blue tufts and some of their wings, but not this blue in Colorado. So that's right. It's like a red, white, and blue patriotic bird. Thank you, Gail. Yeah, Gail and Marcy and Mom and me and Barb, several other people together today. So they got to see those in person today. So you guys got to see them before they go anywhere else. So I'm keeping some Scandinavian stuff in for this show. I'm doing some mid-mod. I'm keeping some of the vintage Christmas to go for it. So kind of all over the place for not real niche in terms of kind of variety. for this show coming up. So, but still heavy on the glass. Hey, there's Kim. Are you helping me out, Kim? Sorry, I didn't get to ask you the question because I was unloading the car and having a meltdown about a box and finding things and doing stuff. And yeah, you might help us here. Thank you so much, Miss Kim. Appreciate it. You rock. All right. So this little flea market that we got to go to, it said antique flea market, and I believe it was put on by the same people who do the Gold Rush days, which used to be known as the Orinoco days in Rochester. So it's on the fairgrounds, and we almost, I mean, if it hadn't been for the 1,000,000-mile-an-hour winds and the cold, we probably could have walked over. We were so close to it. So that was kind of a fun little bonus that we got on Sunday, because it was a one-day, Sunday only, and it had 2 buildings that we got to walk through. So, okay, cool. So I have choices. I'm just going to do them one color at a time. I have 4 of these angel ornaments all together. Let's see if any of them, oh, they do a little bit. In my head, I have to think for a second. I think they need to start at $8 choice. So I have 2 of the yellow and blue colorway. These are glass, like icicle ornaments, are about 6.5 inches long. They have the clear halo, head, wings, and then are attached to the twisted clear with the yellow and blue in it, and down to the finial at the bottom. And that is what is reacting, is that little bit of that yellow right here on the end and throughout. That was the 390, 36. That was the normal one. I don't have the other one. The other one's packed in my to-go box. So, oh shoot. And then I just closed my cord in my drawer. That's why the camera's bouncing. Sorry, y'all. So I have 2 of those available in blue and yellow. They're virtually the same, and they have the gold cord for hanging and displaying. The wings are just about 3¼ inches across. The next one available is same start, is the clear with the red and the blue. So it has the blue with the red tip. That one is really not reacting under the black light. But with lights on these, on a tree or in like, I love hanging this kind of glass in my kitchen window where the morning sunlight comes in. I see you, Miss Melinda. If you're the only one in, as Kim is counting it down, I'm gonna let Kim be in charge, man. Kim gets to do it all, because my brain, I swear I did one thing the other day and I can't for the life of me find it back. The last colorway is green and yellow. So it has the yellowy orange. It's almost orange looking here. And it does a little bit of a reaction as well. And some of the yellow throughout the body of the angel also is reacting a smidge. Not super reactive, but, and I was just looking at them as they're sitting on my white mat. There's some gold up here on the top of the halo as an accent. Not through the whole thing, just at the very top of the halos. So, all right. Those are the choice colors of my angel icicle ornaments. And I sound like I'm losing my voice, and I haven't even talked that much, I don't think, today. Just guess I haven't gotten it back yet. So we'll count her. Kim's counting her down. Melinda can tell us what color and how many she wants when we get to that point. And then I will unwrap the next thing. I'll do that while we're looking. Perfect. So she says the blue and yellow, one blue and yellow, and the red and blue. You got it. Times 2. Yellow, red. Got it. Thank you, Melinda. So a yellow blue and a yellow green are still available. If anybody wants to throw those in the chat. I'm gonna these 2. Those are from Melinda. These go to the booth. We gotta get organized here. Oh, and while I was gone with Mom, my second great nephew, my niece's second child, her second child. There's a great nephew somewhere else. Anyway, I had another great nephew while we were gone. I was born on the 2nd, so I get to go see the new baby and take the older one out for a little bit away from Mom and let her have a little bit of bonus time by herself. Oh my goodness. Is it still being glitchy? Well, maybe maybe there's some storm coming or something. I don't know. All right, well, I got this. Next up, I have some vintage Santas ornaments. This guy was in a bag. I can glue him back on. I know, and he's adorable. So cute. I mean, I'm biased, I know. But this is the little Santa, the little flock Santa that goes in there. These will be choice of $3 each. I can glue them back on. You guys can glue them back on, whatever you want to do. It's a little plastic ring with a little bit of snow and some greenery right there. You can see where his feet were. He just popped off because he was in a Ziploc baggie with these other 2 guys. I don't think these are marked at all. And you'll never guess his name. Oh, I probably shouldn't say it out. Well, it's not a common name. He'll be really cute, and we'll probably Jeff and I will probably end up calling him by a nickname. I'm sure they'll be thrilled by that, but not a common name. This is the next choice, and this is a little bit bigger. So here, just for reference, these are those little bitty flock Santas that are like 2 inches tall. And this guy is, I don't know, about 3 inches, 3.5. He's still that dancing Santa kind of design. Well, he's an older vintage one, so he's a $3 choice. And the last one is the same small size on a pick. And there's his little face. He looks like a little grouchy baby. Got a wrinkled face. Now see how they did these are all those chenille pipe cleaners, and his beard looks really, really good because it was one of those ones that has a longer middle section on the pipe cleaner for the beard. So, all right. Those are that bag of mini Santas. I have another salt and pepper option. These will be a $4 start. They have a little wooden bench and then the ceramic shakers that are bisque. They're kind of that courting couple that can sit on the bench. We have plastic stoppers, and there is the shakers at the top. Earlier. Oh my gosh, it just keeps freezing on my end. I can't tell if it's me or my reception or what it is. I know. Yes, Jeff, thank you so much for that. So I don't think these are marked. There was a sticker right there. Looks akin to that foil sticker of the Japan. I would guess it's kind of that same era. But they are just over 3 inches tall and about 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. And they do sit on this little bench pretty well. I can't balance them to show you, but they do sit on this bench pretty well without falling off. And it is kind of that little, what's the word? Balsa wood kind of style, lightweight bench. So, yeah, I thought they kind of had that look to them. I can't tell. Yeah, she kind of does have a little clover on the front of her dress. So, or you can sit them the other way and they can be mad at each other sitting on the bench. There's that, I suppose, too. All right. Those are going here. I have a plush in the middle of all this because it's just where it came. This is, I couldn't pass this up. This will be a $3 start. It's new with tags. Made by Folkmania. Folkmanis. It is a finger puppet, the little worm in the apple. The apple has all the gradiated color of a real like red delicious and a giant leaf. Super cute. Here is the tags. There's the finger puppet tags. Teacher's Pets. It's a whole story about the worm in the apple puppet. It looks I don't know if there's a book about this particular one. It reminded me of the Eric Carlson or Carlisle or whatever his name is at first, but it is a totally different character. So, but a little fuzzy on them nonetheless. So there he is. Okay, we're gonna to remember which side I'm putting stuff to. Otherwise, I'm gonna mix it all up. Okay, that goes there. All right. I'm just gonna start pulling bags up. Oh. I don't think I really got anything that's like totally that I was going to save for 12 days. Yep. I'm still nailing down all of the categories for that. I do have 2 of these available. These are light up gnomes. This is glass. They are approximately 12 inches tall. They have the LED lights in them. I don't think, oh, I do have batteries in this one. That's how he lights up. There's his little face. This would be, I had them for 22 at my show. I could do a start of 18. I have 2 of these available. So they're 12 inches tall and about 4 inches across. They take 3 batteries. I forgot I asked Jeff to get me batteries for that. And they are just to turn on. Well, now this one doesn't want to turn on and off. Interesting. We'll turn it off by taking out the battery. That's very strange. I'll have Jeff look into that. But I do have 2 of these available. I had one at the show and one that needed a little, I think something had popped off. So I glued them back together before he got back in the box. And he was still sitting here. I have this set of shakers. It says Strawberry Time. Another dealer had donated these, looks like, so they were originally asking $11.25. I can start them at $6. They have a little petite strawberry floral to vine print on it. They to the shakers on this side. Are you coming to talk to me about my connection?
Oh, you said to have Jeff look at it.
Oh, I don't need to. We'll have to fix it. It's staying on. It won't turn off. So we'll have to make sure that I didn't bend to something when I put the battery in or something. The gnome. It's okay. But I keep getting bumped off of the Wi-Fi.
I've noticed, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Jeff doesn't know yet anyway. He tried moving the whatever that is closer to me so that it wouldn't be that big of an issue, but it could just be we have a storm or something coming in. Who knows? But I thought these were kind of cool, a different shape than I've seen before. 2.5 inches wide. The tall side is 3.5 inches tall, and they are about 1.75 inches deep this direction. Because normally you have the shakers on the top as well, and these are kind of on the side like that. So I've had these on my desk a couple times and also forgotten to show them. So we're going to get through several things like that today too. I've had a couple things I'm like, did I show that? I thought I did. I thought I was going to. Okay, I think we got everybody over here now. That goes there. All right, goes there. I got a pile of the Jack and Jill magazines. I think the easiest thing to do with these is to do the first wants, which means I will give a word, or I will give a word that represents them. The first person to come in the chat who wants that particular I'll say episode edition will be the easiest way to do these. So I think they will just do a $3 quick claim. I don't have them in any sort of order. These came out of Columbia Heights, Minnesota. May of '69 is when this one was shipped out originally. This says not 16. It can't be that, can it? That doesn't make sense. Because the edition is 66. I don't know. Anyway, this one is right there. Right there. There it is. September. So this will be September 1966. So we'll have a lot of like back to school ideas. These all have, they have a craft section, they have story sections, they have activities. There's really great graphics, there's songs, there's poems. They were trying to see if there was like I think these were a little bit more younger, what they're aimed at because of the kind of like cartoons and activities and stuff that are in them. So let's see, there's not a lot of advertisements in them. They have fun graphics, like they do a calendar with the theme for the time of year, usually in each edition. This one even still has the card to mail in stuff. So just giving you an overall of what kind of things they have in them, and they just would be month appropriate for which edition has things. And they're printed in color photographs as well as the color graphics. Some of them are black and white pages. Not everything is color throughout. Oh, springtime. Well, springtime in September, that makes sense too. Trouble with Puff. Look at the little kitty cat. So I will just give the months and the year from here on out. And if anybody is interested, just throw that month in the chat and we'll claim them. And if not, they will go to the boot, which I feel like I always say, but we all need to be clear. This one doesn't have a cover, so I'm going to look and see if it's further down in the pile. April 1967. This has a lion on the front. Graphics. I just love the graphics. I know I say that every time I pick them up. They say movie preview on all of these. So I don't know if it was for, because this one says movie preview for wildlife in Africa, movie preview for the series on Duck Terry. I don't know if that's the kind of horse. I don't know if that's a special thing just for the Jack and Jill or if that's something that happened. But I don't remember seeing that on other ones. July 1966. Oh my gosh. Graphics on this one. This one is May 1966. And this one has a little bonus Wrigley's Zoo in the back because it has a 3D pop-up, like part of a storybook in the back of it, kind of like a golden book. Little preview. But he's pretty cute looking. Okay, it was a TV series. Good to know. Thank you, Laura. Oh. Francie. Gail, would you be interested in this one? Has a whole article about Francie. What's new about Francie? It's a 2-page spread in the centerfold of that one. Next up, I have April 66, originally 35 cents a copy. Some little activities. Well, this is more spring oriented. I haven't seen any Christmassy kind of ones yet. Here is a front cover. Nope, that doesn't go to that one yet. Yes, Gail? Okay, I'll put you down for that one, Gail. You got it. Perfect. Okay, that is not a Jack and Jill magazine. Looks like a few other flat things got thrown in this bag. August 66. TV special for my father is Frank Blair. Kim wants April of 66. You got it, Kim. I need another thing for that. I need to call you, Kim, I guess. Or I can just talk to you here in front of everybody, I need to figure out when I'm going to see you next. In between running to Pennsylvania and everything. So maybe I can call you later. July 67. So this one should have some summer activities. It's got camping, like find all the things in the hidden picture. 4th of July stars and rockets and everything like that in that one. Yeah, I know. We definitely need. Oh, no, see, there might have been several different additions to this because this one has come out of it. And again, it's another pop-up page, but it's not the same as that previous one we had. So maybe they had a little bit of it in each edition that told us about the Wrigley Zoo. I don't know. And if it does, I need to find out what sponsor. Wrigley Junior Company. I'm thinking Wrigley Gum. It is Wrigley Gum because here he is holding the package, and he's supposed to look like a piece of gum. So I'll see if I can figure out which edition this one went to as well. This one doesn't have a cover. Oh, see, somebody was pulling all the Wrigley advertisements with 3D out of them. Because there's 2 more. Oh, this one's a giraffe one. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it. So cool. Right? Oh, look at the giraffes on the back for the ad for the gum. I love that one. Okay, March of 64. So this is a little bit older. Wonderful Easter egg tree. Must be an activity inside this one that can be done. So a little bit, couple years older than the first ones we were looking at. I know, it's so cute. We have March of 66. This has a cute little pixie with like a tulip on the front. And we have preview of The TV show Stuart Little is in here somewhere. There's the mooses. So that's March. I'm wondering, is there any other ads like smack in the middle? Should have looked at that. Oh, well, this one has the same one. I don't know if they all have Barbie in the middle or not. Imagine that. Here's Wrigley again in the back of this one. This one has the raccoons. Okay. There they are. And it is February of 67. They're not keeping the dates in a consistent place. So I'm having to look all over the cover for them. And that's the middle of this one. So that's the ad in the middle of that one. February of 66. Look at that little kitten. Black cat. Look in the middle, and then we'll look for Wrigley. That seems to be the highlight. This has a Bronco craft in the middle with a little cowboy. Oh, cool. That's neat. But this one doesn't have the Wrigley in the back of it. It has a crossword or a word search. January. I have a couple with no covers. Nope, that's still not it. I have a couple with no covers and only one cover. They're not matching up yet. January 67. Tournament of Roses parade. For the new year, I betcha. This one has Punch and the Constable craft in the middle of that one. Yep, New Year's, all sorts of New Year's and beginning of the year stuff in that one. November 66. We have Macy's Thanksgiving Parade is in color in this edition. Was it in the middle? Probably not. Oh. Nope, it got pulled out. Whatever it was in the middle is not there. So that is November 67. November 65 with the turkey. And this one is a little bit wonky on the top, but fun graphics again. And the last one, which I would think everybody would love, and if there's more than one person that comes in on it, we can do an offer up. It is the only one. No, never mind, not the only one. December of 65. We have Santa on the front and Merry Christmas to all on the back with all the critters on a tree. Some crosswords, and let's see, stories, crafts, a manger, Santa in the Motherland. I was going to see if there was a craft in the middle, which I'm not seeing yet. No, there's no ad in the middle of this one. And okay. So that one is the December with Santa on the front for 65. And here's December of 66. It says Disneyland's Christmas something talking toys. Special edition. Santa's Workshop. The MJ. Oh, that's what this is. I don't know if you've even seen this. It has the Christmas parade at Disneyland. Look, there's Pete's Dragon. It's kind of scary looking. Not exactly like the movie. But Rabbitville Gazette. Got a whole bunch of, this one has some more ads in it. All right, let's see, we got MJ in. I just had to look, I had to keep looking, sorry. There were some recipes right there. And Sugar plum pinwheels. My grandma used to make date pinwheels all the time. So all sorts of fun recipes and everything in this one. So, all right, MJ's in on the 2 Decembers. Thank you, MJ. And MJ, since I just got back, I can include these in your package that I need to get out to you, and then we can do the combined shipping invoice again for them. If that's okay with you, that works for me. 3 times 2 on the Jack and Jill. December. Perfect. All right. I do have a couple that don't have covers, but January 66 and June of 63, but they don't have covers on them, and some things have been crafted out of them. I have one front cover with no magazine, and I think I'm going to keep the one with the Wrigley's giraffe. Oh, and I have this one with no cover. February of 64. So no more Christmassy ones, but I cannot, except for going page by page, see if everything, if they're intact. I was gonna say this February one has some Valentine crafts in it. So, all right, that is my Jack and Jill's. Put those over here. What else do we have? Thank you, MJ. That noisy paper. I have 2 of these Santa jars. They are kind of like they're the shape like the figural jars. These are Anchor Hocking. They're a little bit newer, made in China. They would be $5 each. I have stickers everywhere. I don't know what that sticker's from. But I have 2 available. They have like the rubber seal. Well, the kids aren't getting in them. Holy cow. I know I opened one of these. Let's check it. That's apparently not the one. Let me try this one. That I'm so weak. Good grief. Let's watch Becky struggle. Holy cow. Well, I would only put something in here you really didn't want people to get into. It's a good seal, that's for sure. So there's how the hat is the top of the jar, and there's his face. Oh my gosh. Yeah, those are good sealing jars. They'd be great for display. I have 2 available, $5 a piece. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Maybe I didn't even try and open the other one and I just tried one. Got me. Shoo. Just sip after that. Goodness. But they did say Anchor Hocking somewhere on them. Might have been on the one part of the sticker that was left on the one, but I don't see it on this one. So that's what they are. All right. That's not it. I have an enamel loaf pan. Brown with white graphics, an onion, a leaf, sugar packet, same thing on both sides. I would say this could start at $10. I'd probably put 12 to 16 on my booth or at a show. Nice MCM, beautiful inside. I doubt it was even ever cooked in. Be great for even organizing, recipes or something on a countertop. So pretty much a standard loaf size with the handles. It goes 11 inches wide. It is almost 3 inches tall with the handles, stick up a little bit. And it is, well, it's a 9, so it's an 8x4 pan. 8x4 pan. Nope, not going there. That's over there. This is something else. Nobody jump off the counter, okay? The same lady I got the Jack and Jill magazines from, I got these puzzles. They amaze me in what kind of shape they're in. I would probably put 8 to 10 a piece on them at a show, so I can start them for $6 here. Sifco, SIFO, Sifo Co. Made the USA 1957 by Grozit and Dunlap Incorporated. Again, we'll just do $6 a piece unless if more than one person comes in at a time. And I'll show them one at a time. I don't know if they've come out of their boards before, but this is Little Bo Peep. The colors are super vibrant. I mean, none of the corners are bent or anything. The graphics are amazing. So I'm wondering if somebody had them, they just stuck them away. They didn't get used. I mean, I can pull the pieces do come out. It's not like they're like attached to each other, like they've never been pulled apart, but they're in just fantastic shape. I'm going to put them back in the bags as we go, just so we don't lose anybody. Georgie Porgy, Puddin' and Pie, kissed the girls and made them cry. There's his puzzle. Lots of yellows and the fantastic outfits on the graphics of all the girls. Look, you made this one cry. Poor thing. 1957 as well on that one. I know, these are just, I mean, I would think they'd be fun framed, hung on the wall. Old King Cole, 1957 as well. Lots of pinks, purples. So he's calling all his men and doing all the things in his little rhyme. They are all approximately 10 by 8. 8 by 10. So they could actually fit in a standard frame or mat. This next one is Ring Around the Rosie. 57 as well. Kind of a tealy green or a forest green background. Ring Around the Rosie. And they all fall down. I know there is a few other ones than just the nursery rhymes, but that's the side of the pile we're on. 1961. This one has a little wear on it on a couple spots. Right here. This is Humpty Dumpty. And his is a full graphic edge to edge. There's no background color like the previous ones. And now we're into non-nursery rhymes. So we have a bunny rabbit with roses, ferns, a little pot that's been tipped over. Kind of like a Peter Rabbit springtime. 1953. Same company. There's a little bug right here. Like not like in the graphics on the puzzle, not there's a bug on the puzzle. Hi, Linda. Doing all right. How are you tonight? You know, crazy as always, but here we are. This is a barnyard scene. So we have the barn, we have the little church or houses in the background. Horse, rooster, lamb, pig. What else? Oh, he's got a hat on. That's what I'm seeing. 1953. I mean, I've priced puzzles even for Christmas for my great niece and nephews, and the wooden ones on sale were like $5-6. So 1953. This looks like, I would guess, like a pet shop, even though there's a bear, there's a cat, a cockatiel, another bird. That's just what it reminds me of. I don't know why. Well, yeah, there's a bird cage and some mice, some bunnies and puppies and bunnies right here, and then mice with the bird cage. So I don't know why we have a bear in a pet shop, but these are thick. So that is the pile of puzzles. All the choices. It's a good thing we had Mom's walker, because we just kept loading it up, and then we go take it to the car, and then we go look some more. I found a guy that had a bunch of Scandinavian candle holders that I got and took to my Scandi show, so that was really fun. This is the puppy book, vintage, a Bonnie book with 2 pop-ups. Here's the first one, right inside the front cover. These will be $5 choice. I was going to try and find a copyright for you. Kenosha, Wisconsin is where they were printed. 1949. And this is the Curious Puppy story. Open, there's the other pop-up in the middle of the book as well. But that's great graphics. And then, along with the puppy one, I have the Fraidy Cat Kitten. This is a wonder book. When was this one made? Now we do have a name written in the front cover at the book plate. The graphics. I love these. We could probably, a wonder book. It's not a golden book. It's a wonder book. You could probably pull out a graphic page and frame them for a kid's room. 1950 copyright date. And so this one is the skunks. All the kittens, and the kittens going and seeing all the other critters around. This one is has more pages to it, but the puppy one has 2 pop-ups. So those are $5 choice. And this one I think I'm going to keep for a little bit and find out and do some research with, because I would like to look into it. But it's a book about the history of lace. So it's like 2 inches thick. I'd like to look and see if it has anything with the Norwegian Hardanger lace in here. But I'll tell you a quick copyright date if I can find it. 1902. So this is 123 years old on the book about lace. So I think that'll be really interesting to look at. So that was one for me. And this is going to go in my Scandi stuff. It's a book on runes, and it didn't make it to it. So Viking runes, and we have a 1982 date. Runes are one of those things that it's not necessarily like just an alphabet. There's some people that believe it's almost like tarot, or like more of a fortune than just a literal ABC kind of translation. So there's a couple different takes on the runes for the Vikings. Yeah, that's like a 3-pound book. It's really heavy. All right. Oh, I got a new sign. I broke one of these when I went to Texas, or a show before that. Apparently I'm still collecting giraffes. This is a Melissa and Doug one, and it's got like the elastic between it so you can change the direction of the bendy on the giraffe. He's going on my shelf. This cute little guy is a Boyd bear. He is in a stocking. He would be $4 because I have his tags. He is in a navy stocking. It says twinkle, twinkle around. And he's a jointed little bear with stars in navy. So twinkle would be, what did I say, $4? I didn't separate anything apparently this time around. Oh, I know what this says. A vintage Lida, like the trees. This one is a wreath, hobby piece. I would start this one at probably $12. It needs a few beads to be replaced, or not. Well, they're missing. So like one popped off. You just need to put some more on it, glue on it. But it's it stands up like this, or you could put a light underneath it. Just the lace buckles on there. Oh, really? That's cool. Maybe I will impart my knowledge to Stephen. Show him what I have a lace book that he can use as a reference thing. That'd be cool. I'm going to look and see if anybody signed this one. I don't see a mark for the mold or a hobby name on it, but it definitely needs some more beads. So you can still buy these faceted ones at the craft store, and it looks like all they did was just put them directly over the holes so that, like, if you put a light under it, that change it? They illuminate the beads. Usually I see these as a whole stand-up wreath, like all the way around and significantly taller. This one is about 8 inches across and about 7 inches tall, which means it's about 3 inches deep. Oh, and there went another one. Just popped right off. So it does need a little bit of assistance. But I couldn't leave it there. Let's see. Where are we going next? That's my sweater. We did that. Okay, this bag. What's in this one? I have to stay home long enough. We're gonna have to do some serious cleaning before we're ready for 12 days of Christmas. That's for sure. And it's going to be starting a couple days earlier than I did last year's, just so everybody kind of knows ahead of time, because I think when I was looking at the calendar, oh, I know what this is. This is a piece I bought for Bob. That doesn't help us either. The first day I normally started on, like date-wise, was a day or two after Tuesday, so I just decided to start it on a Tuesday and go from a Tuesday and do those 12 days. So it'll be done a couple days earlier before Christmas than I have in the past. Also, kind of an FYI, I believe, I think this is going to be my last 12 days of Christmas coming up this time around, guys. This will be my 5th, and I think it's going to be the final one. It's a lot of work, and since so much more is going on in person for me through the fall and into January, I think that I've been looking at things that need to kind of work better for my schedule. And I think there's going to be a little bit of changing up at how I do my YouTube sales. And I think that the 12 days will probably be my last, but I have started preparing for it earlier into the year, and I've told you guys I'm going to do it, so I'm going to stick to it. We're going to have our fifth and final, and we'll just really kind of celebrate that as the new kind of plan for what we get to do from there on out as to how I do my YouTube stuff. So I feel like I'm behind constantly this fall, and I don't like that for me for getting stuff out to you all on time. So I'm trying to figure out what'll work best for both of us. So this is a Christmas cookbook. So update. We got Good Housekeeping Christmas cookbook. It is a soft cover. It's got a lot of the Jello and Christmas recipes. It'll be a $4 start. It's got a lot of color pictures and some graphics throughout. It came out with, better housekeepings. Some of these I like to look through and see if they have depression glass or some of that mid-mod fun glass or pottery, stuff like that they are serving the vintage recipes on. Let me look for a quick copyright date, 1958 on the cookbook. That's right. We're going to do one big blast, bang it. Crazy. Everybody, every time I do, each year I've done it, my friend's like, are you sure? Because you went nuts last year. You were frustrated. I said, yeah, I know. I do it to myself. There is a Silvercrest Finson 2-tier tidbit cookies pictured in with bonbon cookies in this Betty Crocker cookbook. Same start, $4. That's one of the reasons why I pick up all the fun cookbooks. There's some more color pictures. Somebody wrote notes in this one, and these are they're not just Christmas, but she wrote like, this is a good recipe. The ones that she tried out. We have a gingerbread house at the beginning of this one. I was looking for the copyright, and I don't know if it has it at the beginning. I'm not seeing a copyright on this one. So, but I'm guessing 50s, 60s, somewhere in there like that. So, did I miss somebody in the chat? Or are we just talking about M. Brown? Oh, that's what it is. I got you, Jen. I got you. We got a new name on the chat. Perfect. Hi, Em. How are you? Just dawned on me. MJ would like the Betty Crocker cookbook as well. That is a 4. You got it. So put that with your Jack and Jill's. Perfect. I bought myself some stickers. One of the malls we were at, they printed out labels that have like vendor number, price number, and all that stuff all pre-printed. I'm like, that is perfect for when my ink runs out on my price gun, or I forget my other regular labels. And I thought, that's genius. I will take some of those. This is going to go in our miniatures. We're going to have a miniature day again for 12 Days of Christmas. That is a given. Oh, I might have to show this one to Gail as for Gail. I have something to show you. I knew I had something else for Gail that I picked up. Put it right there. What else we got? Some more Christmas ornaments. Yes, minis. I think we will have Wade's. We can't have 12 Days of Christmas without Wade's. I think that's just a given as well. So these will be $3 start choice as well, Kim, on the holiday ornaments. This one, I don't know how he hangs. I mean, you got me. He's a little mouse on a swing. He needs a little help with how his ropes are hanging him, but he is a little mouse. He's got a little pipe cleaner tail. I know, Kim loves the minis. I think we all kind of like the minis because you can always have a mini collection somewhere. You can have a little mini shelf, or they fit in between some of your bigger things and stuff like that. Oh my goodness, Em, that's too bad. Surprise, you have a new name. I have another Santa. I believe these are on like the plastic form ornaments that they have decorated. So Santa with a little bottom brush tree and a little drummer boy with a plastic face. He has a tag on the back that says all new materials Japan. He's almost like he could be a knee hugger, like a mini knee hugger. These are bitty ones, about 4 inches tall. Same kind of stuff, same style of design, but he's a little drummer boy instead of a knee hugger. And then, of course, what Christmas tree would be complete without a little baby beanbag Santa ornament? I mean, and you can feel the little, what do they make? Those little pellets inside. Look at his face. So cute. He's just little bitty. He reminds me of like the Rushton Santas with the rubber face. His face is squishy. He is 3.5 inches tall and has a gold cord for hanging. So it was kind of fun because of the season to see a little bit more Christmas out. I think so too. I think a lot of people's names got turned around. I think Jeff's got something behind it one other time too. But I don't. Okay. All right. All the puzzles just tipped over behind me. Oh, Miss Bonnie is in on the Santa. The squishy face Santa guy. This one. You got it, Bonnie. I'll let Kim claim him for you. So we're official in the chat. He's adorable. Okay, these are something else. Those are claimed. Okay, I got these because I thought that between people wanting to use them for upcycling or what's the word? Assemblages or any of those kind of thing, or making ornaments out of them. I got these replacements as far as I would consider. They were said that they were all tested, that they all work, but I cannot confirm that because I didn't go grab my nightlight and plug them in just to double check. Hi, Midge. Good to see you tonight. Glad you could pop in and say hey. But I have a group of them. I have a couple different colorways. They're going to be, I think $2 each is reasonable for replacement ones. I don't know how much they normally go for. But I have, what do I have? I have 8, 16, and 5. So I have 21 total lights. I have the ones that are the amber, so they'll bubble up to look like the flame is flickering up here. And like they have the bases are green, red, red, green. So I have amber. Let me open the package. I have red. We taped them down so they wouldn't all jingle all the way home. So it's a little bit of something to get out. So I have red that comes in yellow and green base. I have red that comes in green and red base. This one is, I'll have to shake it to get it to move right again. And then, so most of the ones I have are red and amber. Those are the higher quantity of the colors. And then I have 2, I believe, of the blue. And the blue are the same. They are red with yellow. So if there's anyone who is interested in some replacement bulbs or making assemblages or anything of the sort with these, oh, they would be neat in the candle. I won't know if, Kim, if they fit the same. I used to have a bulb in here for like the Swedish candelabras I have downstairs. I'd have to check and see if this fits the same socket size, because I have some of those. Right, you could string them up and make a garland. You could make ornaments out of them. You could, everybody has great creative ideas for putting. I mean, even in a little candle holder with some more pine and bows and snow and Santas and all that kind of stuff. So I got them. Again, you guys are getting first dibs on them. Otherwise, they're going to end up over, I say it all together now, at the booth. So blue was the color that didn't have as many available, but I got all the blue ones I could find, and the rest are all reds and yellows. So that is that mess, because they packaged them in these plastic clamshells, like leftover containers or foil food containers. So it was kind of a I tried not to squish them getting them home and still have enough packing that they wouldn't jingle all the way. So I'm going to move them over out of the way so we don't lose them. And we'll get into the last box, I think, for the night. Who knows what's in this one? Because this one got set over here before I left. Okay. That's a stand. That's that. Okay. Box. Oh. Okay, I remember where this was. Where did we stop? I don't know if I need. Oh, there's another box out there. I guess that'll be for next time. I always try and tell you guys what part of the country, styrofoam, I found stuff at. I'm racking my brain on this one. I know it was a trip with Mom. Oh, look, they used coffee filters. Where on earth was this? Somewhere with Mom. Okay, I have a tin, the smaller size, like candy tin, with the printed mercury beads or picks on the outside. I had a bigger one. I'd probably put $8 on this at the booth. So we could do 6 here. Soldier man. Oh, okay. Soldier. Okay. You want the soldier ornament. The drummer boy? Is that what we're talking about? Same guy? I'm going to show them to you. So we make sure we're on the same page. The drummer boy ornament. And 3 red bubblers. Do you want a variety of the colors on the bottom, Verlaine? Mix it up, or all the same, or no worries? What you let me know, because you got it. So that is the drummer. Was that 3 ornaments? And then 4 bubblers, bulbs. Red. times 2 each. Got it. Red and green. Okay. Red, green bases. Okay. Thank you so much. You got that. You got that. Okay. Mm-hmm. That would be good too, Kim. All right. This is a $6 start on the tin. It is the almost 7-inch size, and I was looking to see if it had a. It doesn't have anything on it that tells us where it came from or who put anything in it. $6. And there's nothing on the inside. It's pretty clean. I have a bigger one at the booth that I had out last year. But I love the mercury and the like foil honeycomb stars printed on there. Another ornament. This will be the same, $3. I think somebody made this one. Oh, I know where we were. It just dawned on me. This was a little antique store that we stopped at in Iowa. Somebody made this little fireplace. And there's a little mouse and a candle and the stocking and then the felt fire flames in the back. And it's got the hanger on there. So that's a $3 one in the ornament department. Put your little drummer boy over there. Okay. They taped every single one of. Oh, we got miniatures. Should I save these, chaps? They're Christmas themed. Should I save them for the 12 days or should I offer them now so you can have them for Christmas if you want them? You let me know. I have a couple miniatures that are Christmas themed. I'll let you guys decide tonight on that one. That guy, this guy should have gone in my Swedish box. Bonnie's like, no. Okay, you got it. This is a Swedish little tomte. He's got a bowl. He's making something. That's his little rumagrit for Christmas. I would have put probably 10 or 12 on him at the show, so we could start him at 8 here. He is wooden, made in Sweden, generally speaking, by the style of him, and he is 4.5 inches tall. Wood and flannel hat. He's a pretty cute guy. I like him. Okay, I'll finish unwrapping and then we'll go to the miniatures. I mean, who could pass up a peace little Santa? I mean, look at the little cheeky winking Santa with the peace sign. I believe he is Homeco, but it says Xmas 80 and then Mike. So that's probably when this person got this. But he looks like some of the other Homeco stuff I have. He would be a $5 start. I have not seen this little guy before, so there might be a clue. I might have a Homeco night if you know, you know, coming up for 12 days of Christmas. Bonnie is in. I think he's adorable. He's like, peace out. All right, Bonnie's on that one. Winking Santa. What else was I thinking? I think I might have a bird night on the 12 days of Christmas. I know. That's the truth. Oh, Verlaine is in at 6. All right. You guys decide who's getting this guy. He might have been one, he's ringing the bell. I'm sure we'll start hearing those in the next couple weeks at the grocery stores. Bonnie is out. Counting it down. Thank you so much. I like the ones that have the silent ones that have a sign that says ding dong, because it just gets so noisy. Thank you, Verlaine. I got you for that guy. Okay, miniatures. Starter choice at $2. This is a, well, let me give you a height. 1.375 and yeah, pretty much 1.375 tall. They are both wood. One is a painted snowman. He doesn't have a face though, with a little felt scarf. I know. Steph, I haven't seen any lately. I haven't seen any really cute ones. And then this one is a wooden Christmas tree that is painted with some ornaments. So they're both right around the 1 3/8 inch tall, little bitty miniature wooden pieces. So they could go in your type tray, in an assemblage, on top of those little spice cans that people make the little displays on. All right, Bonnie's in on the tree. Thank you, Bonnie. I'll let Kim make it official. We didn't stop a lot of places on this. I mean, it wasn't a buying trip to take Mom to Minnesota, but when you got to get up and walk around occasionally anyway, somewhere, you might as well take advantage of an antique shop along the way. So, especially we haven't been up in that area for since last July. So a year and a half ago. Thank you, Bonnie. All right. Not saving that bag. Okay, tree goes to Bonnie. Snowman's going over here. Now, these are mini picks. I have 5 available, $2 each. They are wooden mushrooms and they're painted on top. They have the wires in the base of them. They are 5/8 of an inch tall above the wire. So if anybody needs any miniature mushrooms, they do come on a wire, but I would assume that you would be able to pull them off if you really wanted to, and or snip it off and attach it with a little bit of, that museum sticky tack. They would stand up in a miniature tray as well. So there's the mushrooms. Itty bitties. They're going over there. Oh my gosh. This one might have to wait. I do want to have another pixie gnome mushroom sale. So this one might go to that. It needs to, be with all of its pixie friends. I have some of the Jewel Bright ornaments. These are ones that are just the jewels themselves. They didn't have anything inside them. I'm gonna separate them. Let's just go with a $2 start. I got them. I got a good price on them. I'll pass it on to you guys. I have 2 different shapes. I have this shape, which I can't even explain to you what shape this is. It is 8-sided, and then it is like it goes in, and then the centerpiece comes back out, and we have a little bit of an angle each side here, and both sides go in and out. So we have all the reflection just on itself on these Jewel Bright kind of style ornaments. And I have yellow, blue, and green in this style, this shape. We could, what would we even call these, Kim? A double inset? A double what? I don't know. Because this is a complicated geometric shape. And I am not that mathematically inclined tonight to tell you what that is. You haven't, Laura? I thought they were neat. Now this shape I've seen before. This is like their standard jewel shape. Okay. It looks like we got MJ in on, we'll stay on these. So somebody put their own cording in them. I wondered at first, because these were in a bag, if they were possible to like so one side is a little more transparent and the other side. At first, I wondered if they were just like they just hadn't been filled up with something inside. Like they have those little itty bitty plastic angels or snowmen or Santas in the other ones that I've seen. But all right. But I don't think so. Now that I've got them out, they are whole and there's nowhere to like put something inside them. Oh, look at Bonnie. Is that the name for them? Is that our technical term? You can claim those for MJ, please, Kim. So MJ, Jewel Bright, ornaments. So we have ornaments. We have 3 times 2 on those. So red, blue, yellow. Got it. Oh, okay. Good to know. And then once we have that official in the chat, I mean, it is something else because of the angles that those are. I wouldn't want to try and figure that out. Does this say something on it? Oh, I think it was whoever's ornaments these were. They put their initials on a little piece of tape on the ornament, so we knew whose they were. So this is, thank you, Kim. The other shape that I have 5 available. I have 1 blue, 2 red, and 2 green. So this is that standard shape. I mean, I've seen this shape before. And they do, I mean, they come apart. They're, they're popped together because they're kind of have the peg and stuff. There we go. Get that one lined up again. And you can see the star shape on the front of that. That's reflecting on the inside. So you can kind of see this is the transparent. Okay, move out of the way. The transparent side and the metallic side for helping reflect the light. And this jewel, which is jewel bright shape. It's a pretty classic shape. So there are 5 of these available. One blue, 2 green, 2 red. And that is the quantity of these that I have. That was all that came together with those. And like I said, I guess there's only one that's got somebody's initial on it. So like an old piece of masking tape that they put their initial on the string. I see Verlaine. Thank you, Kim. You can count that down for Verlaine. She wants all 4 red and green. Times 4 red, green. Perfect. All right. Thank you, ma'am. I'll watch for that. We got it in the chat. I have 1 blue one left. Counting it down to be claimed after Verlaine's. I'll get out the next thing while we watch for that. I don't remember what else I picked. You got it, Bonnie. Thank you, Verlaine. Okay, so we're going to go Bonnie, 2 times 1 on the blue. Jewel ornament. Perfect. This is going to go with me to Pennsylvania because it's an amazing, cool looking glass. I have no idea who made it. I can't even guess at this point with the 3D pop outs on the side of it. It's gorgeous color and everything. I figured it was kind of mid-mod looking. And so show and tell on that one. And they only had one, I think. I mean, I could be surprised. Bottle of buttons. Do you guys want buttons? If I have I've bagged up buttons and I've put some out at my booth. They're $2 a bag. They're like a 2 by 3 inch baggie of buttons. If you want buttons, I can pull some from the booth if you're interested. Stephanie, you got it. It's Kathleen's favorite thing to bag up with me is buttons. She absolutely loves it. And I love to make her happy. So she's my packing department. Oh, look at this. I love this one. I think he might get to live at my house for a little bit. Don't normally pick up. I know I asked. You were so quick to respond though. So quick. He's going to sit here with me for a little bit. There's a few of these guys that I really like, and I'm going to enjoy him for a little bit. And then he'll probably get passed on eventually. Let's see what else is in the box. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure what, if people are using them for crafts or mending. Like, oh, I need a couple buttons. I'll just grab a couple bags. But they have been a great seller lately at my booth. So I thought that was kind of fun. I know what's at the bottom here. I put off. Thank you, Laura. I love this hat. I put off mending about 9 sweaters for a couple years. And then when it came to, we only had one night between getting home from Minnesota and me turning around and leaving the next day for Denver for a second Scandi show. That's what I started doing was went through the mending pile, put on a button here, fixed a hook and loop there. And I ended up with 8 or 9 more sweaters that I could take that I didn't have to go sourcing for and replenish my stash a little bit. So that was kind of nice. I sat there one night and Jeff and I just watched whatever we were catching up on TV. And I got a whole bunch of them done. But they did sit there for quite a while. So I totally understand the I don't want to sew thing. I don't even like mending, honestly. But it didn't take that long. I feel like I shouldn't have put them off, but it was a great way for it to work this time around. Now this is part of my black glass love. It will be going with me to Pennsylvania. I need to do a little research on it. It does have one little chippy on it. It is a black glass rectangular flower frog vase. It is 2 pieces. I've had one of these before. These rectangular flower frogs. This is twice as heavy as the base, and this is what gets broke all the time. If somebody will pick it up and this slides off and this breaks, and that's probably why, as we see here, there's a little chip right there, but that broke. But I know I don't see these, and these are really, I love the black glass, but to me, I would love it to be something practical that I would actually use it for. So I'm not keeping them, but I want to make sure that I am identifying this correctly before I pass it on. I do not want to misrepresent this in any way. It is, oh, I can't tell. It is black amethyst, but this is so thick you can't see through it. But usually I just find the bases. Thank you, Em. And this is thin enough right here along this little edge that I can see when I hold it up to my light in the ceiling, I can see a tiny line of amethyst glass right here. So actually, with the screen behind it, I can see through this edge. So it is true black amethyst glass. And like I said, this is twice as heavy as this piece is, but really neat. So I love being able to show you guys stuff that you just aren't going to see everywhere all the time. So I want to make sure I get it identified correctly, and then I'll let you know what it is for sure too. The lady's like, you want me to wrap this in 2 pieces? I'm like, yes, I would love that. So we don't smack it together and lose the pieces. And that is the bottom of that box. Let me make sure I went through everything that I brought over here. Because we did all that. That over there is previous Christmas we've gone through. That is that. I do have one other Christmas thing I need to show you guys. Oh, let's see if we can reach it. Because I'd love for, if you are interested in having one of these, to be able to use it for the season. So these are new, but they are, these, I love these. They're fur with gold glitter wreaths. So you can dress them up with a bow, with, you know, all the things. Put them on the door. They're super lightweight. They're on a styrofoam base. So it says indoor decoration use only, not a toy. These originally came from Target, and original retail was $20 a piece. I have 2 of them available. They are, does it tell me how wide they are? No, but we'll figure it out. Right at 17 inches. You know, they're furry. They'll, you know, shake it. All the fur will probably nice and puff out. So, I would do $10 choice or each on these. I have 2 available. Like I said, they are styrofoam base, so I'm not worried about them really being like smushed in the mail. I would just probably put them in a box to make sure that they didn't get like bent, this way bent, so that they would stay intact. And it also has a little cord hanger right here. But I wanted to make sure that I showed you all, because they're big enough that I want to put them out at the booth if you guys don't want them. And I forgot to show you before. Ooh, somebody is driving crazy over there. So 2 of them. I think I've done one before too, where I took like a red pillowcase and like slid it down to about here, and then put like a big nose on it, so it looked kind of like a gnome too. Right, you could hang like these little kind of ornaments all over it. You could. I mean, the possibilities are endless. I mean, here we're going to use their jewels would just sparkle against that white background. So lots could be done with these, especially with everybody's creativity. So, all right. Got that offered. I think I'm to a point where I can't reach anything else, that we pretty much have gone through everything I brought home with me from this last time around. I know there's a few more things, because I know there's one box out there that I forgot to get. I'm going to throw this out there. I got a box of, what do we want to call them? Foil the aluminum foil tree pom-pom limbs. And so it'd be like using them as replacements, or if somebody wanted to be creative and create something with those. I got a whole box full of those loose ones that don't have the stand to make a tree with, that I thought would be kind of fun, like how people were using like the receipt spikes to stand things on. There's got to be some other way to stand them up and put like an old shiny bright on top for like a little tree topper. I think that would make some really cute shelf decor like that, like tall, shiny aluminum trees. So if anyone is interested in something like that, let me know, because those will be going to Pennsylvania as well. And I think pretty much I will be what I'll do is I will pack a box of anything else that I know that I got recently, and I'll take it with me for our on the road for next week, because we'll be in Pennsylvania. It'll be the night before I set up for the oh, that's a fantastic idea, Laura. Oh, that might be really cool. I think I was gonna do $5 a piece on them, Ma. I think is what we're gonna put them out for, something like that. That sounds reasonable. That might be something I need to take a picture of, Laura. Put a whole bunch in there. Like the ornaments that I had last time that didn't have the hooks on them, that we could just put right on the top to make them look like the tree topper Mercury ornaments. That would be kind of fun. Okay, Ma, I'll put you down for one. I'll pick you out a good one. Mom, tinsel, tree limb. You got it, Ma. I'll let you, I'll message you, Stephanie. I don't know, because they don't want to, I mean, they're not putting, oops, what am I doing? Shoot. They're not putting all the kids out on social media, so I want to be a good great aunt and not put them out on social media, but I'm not going to blast it, I don't want to get in trouble, but I'll let you know. It's a cute little name. But so, all right, I think that's where we're going to be for tonight. So definitely, as I find anything else that I missed showing you guys tonight, I will make a box and take it with me, and Jeff and I will have on the road next Tuesday from Pennsylvania. Oh, and I'm so excited. I am planning on stopping at Mother Tucker's antique store while we're in Pennsylvania, and hanging out and saying hi to them, and having a little bit of catch up with them. So that'll be really cool as well from Pennsylvania. And then hopefully some of those nights that we have downtime from setting up and driving and stuff like that, I can do some more catching up on my editing as well. So that is the plan. So, oh, sure. Yeah, totally send me an email about it. That's fine. Yes, Jason and Tina, Mother Tucker's. Because I saw them in person at the holiday antique show up in Ohio when we were there. Gail and I got to go in May and got to see them as well there. And I just haven't been able to get over to Pennsylvania. And since we're getting to this show, I'm definitely making a side trip. We're going to go visit them as well. Introduce Jeff to them and take a look at their shop. So that'll be really fun too. So I'm trying to do better. I'm working and keeping all the things straight and stuff. So some things are going to eventually be changing, but we're going to have a grand finale of a 5-year, 12 Days of Christmas coming up in December as well. So it'll be fun to do that. So thank you everyone for coming and hanging out, for your purchases, watching all my crazy stuff. Thank you for the blessings on the travel. I so appreciate that as well. So I'll see you guys next week. Have a good one. Thank you, Kim.